The movie begins with two snakes, one white and one green. They are sisters who, despite looking young, have lived for more than 1,000 years. The white snake is called Sujin. Both of them possess magical powers that allow them to transform into human beings. While roaming a mountain, they notice a young man named Xian. He appears to be eating flowers, which surprises them. In truth, Xian and his friends are collecting medicinal herbs while traveling through the mountains. Suddenly, the green snake reveals her real form, scaring Xian badly. In fear, he slips and falls down the mountain into a river. Seeing this, Sujin feels pity for him. Moved by compassion, she turns into a human and jumps into the river. She breathes life into him and saves him. Afterward, she disappears. When Xian regains consciousness, his friends are around him. He asks about the girl who rescued him, but they say no such girl was there. They assume it was just his imagination. On the same day, a festival is taking place in the village. The temple master and his disciples are also heading there, suspecting that monsters may attack during the celebration. Xian carries his herbs toward the village as well. Meanwhile, Sujin cannot stop thinking about the moment she saved Xian by sharing her breath with him. Slowly, she realizes that she has fallen in love with him. Sujin tells her sister that she wants to meet Xian again. Together, they go to the village festival. That night, the master and his followers remain alert, fully prepared to fight any monsters. At the festival, the green snake meets one of the master's companions. She becomes interested in him and tries to talk. He replies that he is busy hunting monsters, unaware that the girl speaking to him is one herself. Later, the green snake finds Xian and tells him that her sister is in love with him and wants to see him. Xian refuses, saying he doesn't know her sister. The green snake then pushes his boat into the river, forcing him to meet Sujin. When they meet, Sujin confesses her love. Xian replies that he already loves someone, the girl who once saved his life by giving him her breath. Sujin understands that he is talking about her. To prove it, she takes him back to the river and shows him the truth. Xian finally realizes that Sujin is the woman he loves. At the same time, the master's disciples encounter monsters and fight them bravely. One disciple gets badly injured, and the master arrives to defeat the monsters, sending them to hell. The next day, Sujin visits Xian's home, and he is extremely happy to see her. Soon, they start living together and eventually get married. Meanwhile, the disciple who was bitten during the festival begins turning into a monster. Afraid of harming humans, he decides to end his own life in a deserted place. At that moment, the green snake appears and stops him. He tells her that he is becoming a monster and does not want to hurt anyone. The green snake reveals her true identity by showing her snake tongue. She tells him not to fear becoming a monster, as she herself is one. Later, the master visits the village and sees many people injured by monster attacks. Xian prepares herbal medicine to heal them. However, Sujin knows the attacks were caused by extremely powerful monsters. Ordinary herbs are not enough to save the victims. Sujin secretly infuses the medicine with her own life energy. Her rat friend warns her that sacrificing her essence will weaken her, but Sujin insists on helping her husband and the villagers. When Xian gives the medicine to the people, they slowly recover. This deeply shocks the master, as such healing should not have been possible. He questions Xian and learns that his wife helped prepare the medicine. Realizing Sujin is not human, the master gives Xian a holy knife for protection. He then confronts Sujin, warning her that monsters should not live among humans or marry them. The master tells her that he is sparing her for now, but if she stays with Xian, he will kill her. That night, Xian brings home a medicated wine used to treat snake venom and asks Sujin to drink it. Since she is a snake, the wine harms her badly. She locks herself in a room as her condition worsens. Sujin loses control and transforms into a giant white snake. The master arrives to capture her. During the chaos, Xian accidentally stabs Sujin with a holy knife, not realizing she is his wife. Severely injured, Sujin escapes to her sister. Because of the wound, she can no longer transform into a human. The master reveals the truth to Xian, that his wife was a 1,000-year-old white snake. Xian is devastated. Suzhen's rat friend tells him about a rare herb that can save her, though it is guarded by deadly monsters. Despite the danger, Xian goes to find it. Xian is attacked by monsters, but the master's disciples arrive to help. The rat successfully delivers the herb to Suzhen, saving her life and restoring her human form. Once healed, Suzhen attacks the master, believing he wants to separate her from Xian. She rescues Xian, but he temporarily loses his memory. Soon, Xian's memory returns. However, the master uses his powers to summon an ancient pagoda and seals Suzhen inside it forever. Xian spends the rest of his life waiting outside the pagoda for his wife. The disciple who became a monster chooses to live peacefully among other monsters. With this, the film comes to an end.